What's up, boys? This is part 2 of the Space Marine armor color schemes and badge video. We have done a video on the armor coloration and badges of the first 9 legions of Astartes. Now we will continue with the remaining 9, from Legion 12th to the 20th. If you haven't seen the first one, then the link will be provided in the description, the cards and end screens as well. So do what you will. Watch this one first and then go to the prequel like Star Wars. Or if you're a bit of an OCD guy, then rush to the first one first, then be sure to come here and finish both of these videos. Anyway, let's get to it. Number 1, the 12th Legion, the World Eaters. This is a traitor legion led by Primarch Angron. Originally known as the Warhounds, their power armor was primarily white with blue accents on the shoulder plates and parts of the power pack. After their reunion with their Primarch and their renaming as the World Eaters, their color scheme changed to blood red and brass. These colors became the favorite colors of Khorne, the chaos god of blood and war, whose influence began to corrupt and shape the legion. The original badge of the Warhounds was that of a large red hound, rampant, centered on a field of white. Upon becoming the World Eaters, their legion badge changed to a great red fanged maw poised to crush a life-bearing world, centered on a field of dark blue. After their fall to chaos, many World Eaters began incorporating Khorne's stylized skull rune onto their power armor, either through painting or carving. Additionally, some World Eaters, Khornate berserkers, were seen wearing variants of their original legion iconography, the fang maw engulfing a planet, superimposed over the 8-pointed star of chaos. Number 2, the 13th Legion, the Ultramarines. This is a loyalist legion led by Rebuti Guilliman. The Ultramarines typically paint their power armor and vehicles in a medium ultramarine blue color. This blue shade is the signature color of the chapter, the Legion as well, and sets them apart from other Space Marine chapters. Their armor is adorned with various trim colors that vary depending on the company the Space Marine belongs to, following the Codex Astartes guidelines. From the 1st to 10th company respectively, the color trims are white, gold, red, green, black, yellow, orange, purple, silver, and also no trim. The 10th company, the scout ones. The Ultramarines chapter badge is a large white Terran Ultima glyph. After their reunion with Primarch on Macragge, the ancient 13th Legion adopted this symbol as their own. The Ultima glyph represents the connection between the Ultramarines and their homeworld Macragge, and also symbolizes the unity and embodiment of the realm of Ultramar. It serves as a proud and powerful representation of the chapter's identity. Additionally, they incorporate the double-headed Aquila, the Imperial Eagle symbol, onto their iconography. Number 3, the 14th Legion, the Death God. This is a traitor legion led by Primarch Mortarion. Originally known as the Dusk Raiders, the 14th Legion's armor was an unpainted storm grey. After Mortarion took command of the legion and it was renamed the Death God, they began wearing ivory grey, unpainted ceramite with a few murky jade-colored markings. After the Death God's acceptance of Nurgle as their patron chaos god, their armor has taken on a sickly green appearance. The Death God Plague Marines are known for their mutated and diseased appearance, with many boils, sores, and open wounds visible on their bodies. Some may even spot tentacles or the trademark single horn commonly seen on Nurgle's demonic minions. The original Dusk Raiders Legion badge was a black skull half with a setting black sun on the other side, centered on a field of deep crimson. Under Mortarion's leadership, their badge changed to a green skull within a sunburst icon. After becoming the followers of Nurgle, they adopted multiple different variants of the Mark of Nurgle, or a corrupted version of the original Death God badge, as their new Legion badge. Number 4, the 15th Legion, the Thousand Suns. This is a traitor legion led by Primarch Magnus the Red. Before being reunited with their Primarch, the Thousand Suns pre-heresy power armor color scheme displayed the ochre colors of the immortal regiments of the ancient Achaemenid Empire of Old Earth. After being united with Magnus the Red and relocating to Prospero, the Thousand Suns color scheme changed to red in honor of their Primarch, whose skin was crimson in tone. The badge of the 15th Legion was altered to a solar glyph, which became the official armorial icon of the Thousand Suns during this period. Following the Horus Heresy and their fall to chaos, the Thousand Suns iconography changed to that of the Ouroboros, an ancient Terran symbol depicting a serpent or a dragon eating its own tail. In their post-heresy form, the Thousand Suns Chaos Marines adopted blue and yellow as their livery, which later expanded to include variations such as azure and gold. many thousand Suns Chaos Marines began wearing ornate crests on their helmets, reminiscent of the striped cloth of the ancient Egyptian pharaohs of Old Earth. Number 5. The 16th Legion, the Lunar Wolves / Sons of Horus. This is a traitor legion led by Primarch Horus Lupercal. In the early days of the Lunar Wolves Legion, the warriors went to war wearing storm cloud grey power armor, which bore only the thunderbolts and lightning marks of the Imperial Unity. After, the Lunar Wolves Legion began to adopt a new color scheme. They wore pale off-white ivory colored power armor with black trims. Within the Legion, two renowned squads of the First Company, the Justarian and the Catalan Reavers, wore black power armor. As the Legion became the Sons of Horus, their color scheme evolved. The white of the Lunar Wolves armor turned sea green and then darkened further to a murky verdigris green black. Their original badge was a wolf's head imposed over an inverted crescent moon, representing their name and lunar association. However, after their renaming as Sons of Horus, the Legion badge changed to become a stylized eye over a cross. This symbol was originally known as the Eye of THERA at that time, but it later became infamous as the Eye of Horus in the Imperium due to the corrupted nature of the Sons of Horus. Number 6. The 17th Legion, the Word Bearers. This is a traitor legion led by Primarch Lorgar Aurelian. Before their corruption by chaos, the Word Bearers Legion wore slate grey powered armor, adorned with various inscribed or engraved prayers in Colchician cuneiform script. Word Bearers chaplains were distinguished by gold armor trim and their croziers, and they wore the slate grey armor of the Legion. Following their fall to the ruinous powers and the events of the Dropsite Massacre on Isban V, the Word Bearers adopted a new color scheme that symbolized their willingness to shed blood to bring the truth of chaos to all of humanity. Their power armor was repainted the color of spilt blood, often worn with black or silver trim. The armor was inscribed with heretical prayers directly onto the surface, displaying their allegiance to chaos. The pre-heresy Word Bearers insignia was an open book surmounted by a burning flame of truth, displayed on the left shoulder plate. After their corruption, the Word Bearers adopted a new iconography, the Latra Sacrum, a stylized representation of a roaring, horned demon's head wreathed in flames. Number 7. The 18th Legion, the Salamanders. This is a loyalist legion led by Primarch Vulcan. The Salamanders' original chapter color scheme featured bright yellow power armor with a black backpack, chest guards, and boots. Currently, the Bell Brothers of the Salamanders chapter are typically armored in bright green power armor with green trim. They have black shoulder plates and a backpack and a gold chest Aquila or Imperialis. This new color scheme has become their iconic look, distinguishing them from their original yellow appearance. The Salamanders often make use of flame ornamentation on their weapons and vehicles. This flame motif symbolizes the chapter's connection to the Promethean cult and their mastery over fire, which is a prominent aspect of their culture and identity. The company designation is indicated on the left shoulder plate by the color of the Astartes chapter icon, a large salamander head with a contrasting background, following the prescribed company colors of the Codex Astartes. The Salamanders chapter badge is a colored silhouette of an armored and spiked head of the legendary Nocturnian salamander reptiles. Number 8. The 19th Legion, the Raven Guard. This is a loyalist legion led by Primarch Corvus Corax. The Raven Guard's color schemes and badge have evolved over time, and they currently follow a relatively Codex Astartes adherent system. The Raven Guard chapter wears black power armor, which is distinctively dark and helps them blend into the shadows and operate stealthily, reflecting their preference for covert operations and infiltration. The Raven Guard chapter badge is a stylized large white raven centered on a field of black. This emblem symbolizes the stealth and cunning of the chapter, as well as their connection to their Primarch Corax, whose name is derived from the Latin word for raven. The Raven Guard used a relatively simpler system of iconography and markings, especially after the second founding following the Horus Heresy. Their heraldic markings are Codex Astartes adherent, but they have made minor variations. The chapter badge is displayed on the left pauldron against a field of sable. The right pauldron bears the squad specialty symbol, denoting the battlefield roles such as battle line, close support, fire support, veteran, or command. And number 9, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion. This is a traitor legion led by Primarch Altharius and Omegon. During the Great Crusade and the early Horus Heresy era, the Alpha Legion's power armor featured a combination of colors, including azure blue, silver, and green. The color scheme remained relatively consistent even after their fall to chaos, serving as an outward testament to the fact that the Alpha Legion is in spirit if not in body, has remained much the same since its creation. The question of the Alpha Legion's livery, the uniform, and heraldry is a matter of contention and secrecy, but the typical livery of the Alpha Legionary is a combination of sea blue and emerald green. They wear this in various ways, sometimes in subtle contrast, half obscured by the dust of conquest, or polished to a violently clashing high sheen. The operatives of the Alpha Legion wear highly sought-after scaly cloaks. If a legionary falls, one of his brothers will take up the mantle in his place, donning it on behalf of the Legion. The Alpha Legion's original symbol was derived from the ancient Terran Helak script, taking the form of the Alpha Omega symbol. So that's it. Be sure to watch part 1 as well. Anyway, I see that many of you haven't subscribed yet. It would do us a huge favor if you would only smash that red button and also like the video to push us through in the YouTube algorithm. And while you're at it, bang on that bell icon for notifications. Till the next time, take care, boys.